Now, big stories and breaking news first. This is KSEE 24 News at 6, Central Valley's news station.
And we begin tonight with breaking news. Police are investigating a shooting right now in west central Fresno. There may be more than one crime scene.
One of them is at Clinton and Fruit, and we do have a crew on the scene. We'll have a live report for you coming up in a few minutes. A live look now at Doppler radar shows the powerful approaching storm. It will be a wild mix of rain and wind and snow in the mountains, and you need to be prepared for that for sure. Good evening. I'm Stephanie Berugian.
And I'm Rich Rodriguez. I'll get it out yet. Thanks for being with us tonight. We have live storm team coverage for you. Catherine Milan is at City Corporation Yard where they're filling sandbags. But we begin with meteorologist Jim Guy. He's tracking this big, powerful Pacific storm. Jim.
All right, Rich, Steph, thank you very much. Part one on the way, just to the north of downtown Fresno. This rain is sinking to the south. Live pinpoint Doppler has it. It is basically light and in some spots moderate rain, but you can see it up there around Modesto, Merced, and then out towards Monterey. It's pretty much pushed through San Francisco, but this is what's drifting towards us, and it's getting a little bit closer to Fresno County. I'll pinpoint a couple of spots here in just a moment, but I want to get to rainfall totals and rainfall outlook. And I think between now and 6 o'clock Friday night, anywhere from 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches of rain. And then by 6 o'clock Saturday night, an additional 3/4 to 1 inch with the next system that comes in Saturday afternoon and evening. And by 6 o'clock Sunday, another 1/10, maybe a little more than that, to 1/4 of an inch. So we could be looking at Sunday night rainfall totals anywhere from a little over 2 inches to 2 3/4 of an inch. We've got a wind advisory in effect for Fresno. That goes into effect at 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It includes Merced, Visalia, and Coalinga. Also, a winter storm warning in effect at 6 o'clock. In fact, it's in effect right now for Yosemite down to Sequoia, and a high wind warning in effect at 10 o'clock tonight for San Francisco down to Monterey. Snowfall levels tonight at about 7,000 feet over the Sierra, dropping to about 6,000 feet on Friday and down to 4,500 feet on Saturday. It'll be even lower than that on Sunday. I'm going to come back. We'll take a look at the complete weekend forecast and pinpoint with Doppler radar in just a few minutes. Rich, Steph, back to you.
And our live storm team coverage continues now. Catherine Milan is live in downtown Fresno with a look at ways to protect your home and your property. Catherine.
Well, Stephanie, across the valley, we've seen people preparing for the storm. In fact, it has not slowed down here at the Fresno City Maintenance Yard. We've seen these crews working nonstop throughout the day. And folks, one after the other, loading up their cars with sandbags. They say they are doing everything they can to prepare for the storm. And even though it's been at least a year since we've seen some major flooding here in the valley, the memory of the damage a storm like this can do has been very fresh on the minds of a lot of people.
6.
Sandbag after sandbag, city crews loaded them onto trucks and into cars as Fresno residents brace for this next big winter storm.
Last time it happened, we got a little bit overrun, but we were able to throw some sand on it. Sandbags will work better.
The National Weather Service is advising residents of a series of strong storms expected to hit the valley through Sunday. And people are heeding the warning.
There's a lot of concern. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a big storm, and with the problems they've had in the past, we've had a lot of people that are concerned.
If history is the yardstick by which to measure how much damage Mother Nature can bring, the storm's 1-2 punch of wind and rain won't be pretty. In years past, streets have become rivers, homes destroyed as floodwaters overtook them. And that has the Fresno Fire Department's urban search and rescue team gearing up too. Water, the crew says, may deceive you, proving just as dangerous as fire.
If you had water hitting you up to about knee height at a fair speed, it's the same as like an NFL linebacker taking you out at the knees. If you're driving your car around, you need to be aware of the fact that that same amount of force that hits you at the knees, if you're standing up, does the same thing to your car. And
everywhere you look, folks are preparing for this rainmaker, very aware of what floodwaters are capable of.
It was a year ago, but we still remember.
All right, you're taking a live look at the Fresno City Maintenance Yard in downtown. You can see there are still a lot of cars here. It is not raining yet, so people are definitely preparing. And we do have another tip for you to prevent flooding in your area. Keep your streets clean. If you see your rain gutters or your sewers clogged and filled with leaves or debris, city crews say to either clean them out yourself or call someone from the city to clean them because, of course, this will keep the water from backing up onto the streets and then thus into your homes. Reporting live in downtown Fresno, Catherine Milan, KSEE 24, the Central Valley's news station.
Great advice. Thank you, Catherine. For a complete list of all the locations where you can pick up sandbags to protect your home, log on to KSEE24.com and click on News Links.